Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. It is evening time here, and it's always glorious in the evening when the heat kind of leaves, and we've had a couple cooler days, and so it's been really nice. But I don't know, there's just something about evenings on the farm, and I don't always get to take you guys along. So come along. We're actually not going to be outside for the first part of this, but we are doing garden chores this evening. So come along with me. Okay, first things first, I have ginger I need to plant. I've got ginger I need to plant, and I have potatoes that have sprouted that need to plant, and those are actually my potatoes from last year. So I have got a pot here filled up, and there's about, I'm gonna say 2.5 inches worth of space there, maybe 2.5 to 3 inches, okay? And I'm not an expert on planting ginger. I watched a lot of videos, and I'm just gonna give it a try. So as you can see, I know that it's sprouted, or it's going to sprout, because it already has. So, and I'm actually going to break this up a little bit so that I can space it apart a little bit. So we'll see what I come up with, and then I'm gonna cover it with, sand. Sorry, that was Mr. Wonderful calling. And I apologize, you guys, those of you who are new here, and I haven't explained it. I did have somebody ask a really great question the other day in the comments. Who is Mr. Wonderful? Mr. Wonderful is my husband. My husband is not too keen on being in videos or being heard, and so I try to respect his privacy. And so we just call him Mr. Wonderful, because he is Mr. Wonderful. He is the construction and the brick and mortar behind this homestead and this farm and a stable me. He is my rock. He's my best friend, and he builds anything and everything that my creative little brain can come up with. So as well as bounces ideas off of me. You know, if I say, for instance, I said, I think I want to plant ginger. He sent me 16 videos on different ways to plant ginger. So he is the other half of this homestead that you guys don't ever get to see. And so I freely talk about him, because this place truly wouldn't go around without him. So anywho, I'm going to cover it with sand once I get these pieces broken up and just kind of nestled in. And then we're going to take it up to the porch and just water it in and watch them grow. Okay, so here we are. This is what I have. And now I'm going to cover it with sand. And we just bought regular old multi-purpose sand. Okay, so here it is. And the reason why I chose sand was because all of the videos that I watched of people that were in other countries, I'm gonna say Oriental, Asian, people that I feel like, have been growing this stuff their whole lives, they used sand as the top so that they could just easily scrape away and harvest off a piece. And they actually just left it planted, and they would harvest a piece when they needed it for dinner. And then just let it kind of keep growing. So that's my idea. I am going to bring this pot inside. We are a zone 7B here in north central Arkansas. So this will not survive in the winter outside. It will come inside, along with my other, like my citrus plants have to come inside. We have other plants that need to come inside. So this will just become one of those that comes inside and lives inside for the winter. We have pretty short winters here. So let's go get it on the porch and get it watered in. Hi, Miss Mags. Look at the salt on her back. That's from her standing there and sweating during the hot days. She hasn't let me rinse her off yet. Okay. And I'm just gonna let it be. See how it goes. I fully expect the green stuff to die back, or at the very least get burnt, because it's been inside on my kitchen counter. That's not used to being outside. So I do fully expect that to happen, but I expect it to rebound. Oh, lady, living the good life. Oh, we may have another. Oh, no, it's not ready yet. Getting close though. I was sincerely hoping for a garden snack. I guess I'll have to settle for a noodle bean. Whoa! Those are really good. My garden's such a mess right now, I couldn't even tell you what kind they are. I'll tell you they're good though. Look at the color of them, aren't they cool? I think this is Tongues of Fire. I think. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to find it. Okay. Next task is potatoes. We are going out to the new, well, we're actually going out to the old bucket garden, through the new raised bed garden to do these. Check out the muscadines. They're really coming into it, and the sweet potatoes are a monster all on their own. Okay, let's see. I think I want to go to the other side. Oh, speaking of garden snacks, I think I'll grab one of those. This is what happens. I usually eat lunch of some form. Usually a little bit, you know, kind of a little bit late lunch. And then I end up snacking all evening in the garden. And that's, you know, those are my meals. And then I'm guilty of dessert in the summertime. When Mr. Wonderful's not around in the summertime, he's pretty good about keeping me on check and just making dessert like a treat thing. But when he's not here in the summertime, there is always ice cream in the fridge, just saying. All right, I have this pitiful little bowl of potatoes here, and these buckets have already been amended. I'm gonna just do something real quick here. Get you out of my eggplant. They have already been amended with new compost. They have already been amended with garden tone. So they have about 6 to 8 inches of new compost on the top, and in between the two layers of the old compost and the new compost, there is sprinkled garden tone from Espoma. And so I've got these pitiful little potatoes that have been sitting on my kitchen counter. And so I'm just gonna plop them in here because they want to do something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bury these guys and mark the buckets and hope for the best. Potatoes need to be buried, you know, some people say 8 inches, some people say 6 inches. I usually just go about to my wrist. You know, I just usually dig down, and this is a little bit, I'm being really careful because it already has eyes. I usually just have the potato to protect. So, you know, I'm gonna say like right there. So you're looking at about 5 or 6 inches. The big thing with, if you have potatoes that have really, really long slips on them, you want to just protect those from the sun. Just give them some time to just kind of poke out on their own. They'll spring out on their own, but you don't want to just leave them out because the sun will just fry them. All right. Ow. All right. It's just a little itty bitty potato. I don't expect these to do a lot, but it's better than just feeding them to the chickens. I'm going to give them a chance to do something. They were free. I grew them last year. It's the last of my potatoes that I harvested in the very late fall. So you see that? It's got that great big long, just nestle that down in the soil. Just cover that baby up. Let it come back. It'll poke back out. And these are your eyes. Right here are your eyes, and these are the sprouts. This generally would be green if it was coming up out of the ground, but because it's been in my kitchen, it's white because it hasn't had any sun. So this will turn into the plant, this little white sprout. So, and there's another eye there. There's another eye coming there. So that's what they mean when they say the eye of a potato. These are actually 3 different stages. Let's see if I can get real close here. This is the very beginning stage, what it looks like. And then it grows to here, and then it grows to there. So I'm just gonna nestle that little booger down in there, just like that. And it looks like a whole lot of nothing in those 2 pots, but I'm gonna get them labeled. All right, here we are. 2 potato buckets next to the leeks, peppers, some eggplant. Look, check it out, you guys. Eggplant blossom. I think I'll make a pit stop right here. Look at the size of that pepper. Come on. Even at this size, I mean, that's the size of it. It's huge. This is a sweet banana pepper. This is what I deal with. Anytime he hears me stick something in my mouth and go crunch, he comes a-running. Okay, I will catch you guys up on a little bit of what I've done today. Got some Amish paste tomatoes in, as well as these are Marglobe tomatoes. And this garden is a hot mess. This is where I'm working right now though, so. And we have all of our tomatoes in here. Let's go down the line. This is large fruited cherry. 2 of those, Chef's Choice. Is that Chef's Choice or Chef's Blend? Chef's Choice Blend. So that could be, there's like 7 different varieties in there, so that's kind of a, and you can tell this looks like a potato leaf almost. And that one's a completely different leaf. So same package, 2 different tomatoes. So it'll be interesting to see what we get. San Marzano, 2 San Marzanos. Sunrise, let's see, Sunrise Sauce, 2 of those. And indigo blue, 1 indigo blue, There's 2 Oregon Springs right there. There's 2 Rutgers right there. There's 2, oh, I know this. I don't want to look at the tag. Is that Brad's Atomic? Because they're always puny. Nope, Roma VF. 2 there. Brad's Atomic here. Yep, Brad's Atomic grape. They always come out kind of puny. And some people really struggle with them. I don't struggle with them. They did good for me last year, and they're beautiful. And Tricolors Cherry Mix. 2 of those. So, that is what I got done today so far. And I should say that's what I got done today. I actually have some... Don't start getting all crazy like you guys did last night. Lord, they got nuts last night. It's time to bring them in. So I'm gonna bring the horses in, get them all tucked into bed. All their food is already in their stalls. Are you guys ready? Okay, let me go put my stuff away and I'll come get you. Well, I had great plans for this evening. I was gonna work on planting some tomatoes, but instead, looks like I'll be having a little training lesson with Mr. Chance here. And here, I'll show you. There's the start of the electric fence. That's not where it goes. He tore that electric fence down. All over there. And that gate that you saw laying there, yeah, that gate is supposed to be right here. All right, so I found a safe place to tie him. I'll let him think about his life's choices out here where he was supposed to stay before he so boldly decided to take down all of my pasture work. So, and what's stupid is he took it down when there was still 3 of them outside. So I mean, he just did it just to be bad. So, I'm gonna unplug my hot here and get to work getting this repaired. Well, that post completely needs replaced. That's number 2. Okay. Crisis averted for now. Got all the fences fixed, and luckily they're all temporary, so it doesn't have to be super pretty, because I'm just going to take them down in a few days anyway. It just sucks when you have to, you know, make more ties, but we're back up, and I'm thankful that he didn't hurt himself in the process. And we'll see if he can manage to not hurt himself on the way back to the barn, i.e. he doesn't get a whooping from me. You thought about your decisions? Today I was just bragging on him. I was like, man, you know, I really feel like you and I are starting to get along. I really feel like you've been a really good boy lately. Boys will be boys. Are you ready? Huh? All right. You're all sweaty. Okay. Let's get you inside. Well, it's nothing around here if not eventful, you guys. Yeah. That is what I was gonna do. But alas. What doesn't get done today can always get done tomorrow. Or you just go ahead and suck it up, Buttercup, and pot up 37 baby tomato plants to go to the farm stand tomorrow. So I'm going to turn on the water here. Got my great big floodlight on. It's 9:30 at night. Go ahead and bottom water these in here. That way they get good and saturated. Fill these trays up. Give it a nice drink of water. Alright, there you go, babies. Tomorrow you go to the farm stand. Okay, and with that, for real, you guys, I'll catch you on the next video. I hope you had a great day. Thanks for coming along with me on my evening. As random and scrambled as it was, I hope you enjoyed it. Yours truly.